And there are more things going on behind the scene you do not see. And they are rampantly growing on earth. The abduction of children and the sacrifice of their lives and limbs by witches. And it's growing. It's growing. Check this one out.
It is not part of our culture. It has never been part of our culture. It is something that is relatively new, but growing.
Abo buyinza bazinzeeko ekyalo ne bakwata basamiza ne famire ye bakubasanga n'obuwangwa bw'abantu babasanze n'engoye z'abafu abadde bakazikibwa.
It's very difficult to know the scale, but the numbers we work with each year is between 20 to 25 each year of children that we have.
Confirmed cases.
Confirmed cases each year. And those are just the numbers we know. For us, as a very small organization.
A 10-centimeter long scar on the back of the neck will be a lifetime reminder for 11-year-old Kanani Nankunda of the day his sister was killed and her organs harvested as part of a human sacrifice ritual.
We have a society that believes in witchcraft. The majority of the population, including the Christians who go to church, they consult these witch doctors.
Widespread concern over child sacrifice in Uganda emerged around 10 years ago, following an economic boom and rapid social change. Perhaps people saw an easy route to riches. Some witch doctors, using the cover of traditional medicine, find it all too easy to exploit the greedy and gullible, even wealthy businessmen and politicians.
They manipulate the mind of their clients, and when they see that this one is interested in money, is interested in wealth, and is so greedy, they'll go ahead and ask the impossible. They ask you to sacrifice a human being, and people have gone ahead to do it.
They call him the miracle child. A machete was sliced through Alan's head and neck in an attempt to behead him.
Back in 2012, the BBC investigated the case of Alan Sambatia.
The men Alan claims kidnapped him for sacrifice live in this village. They were arrested and released without charge.
Posing as businessmen with a construction project, the BBC captured shocking footage of one of the witch doctors Alan had accused.
We were introduced to this man, Awali. During the first meeting, Awali sacrificed a goat to bring luck to the business. A few days later, we were invited back to his shrine to discuss what he regards as the most powerful spell, child sacrifice.
There are two ways of doing this. We can bury the child alive on your construction site, or we cut the child and put their blood in a bottle of spiritual medicine. If it's a male, the whole head is cut off, and his genitals.
Kind of shocking, huh? This is today, in this day and age, just a week ago. Yeah. And yet in your mind you go, well, that's Africa, they've been doing that. People like, we don't know, it's not that uncommon, You're lying to yourself. The man just told you it has never happened here. We have not ever done this. This just cropped up out of hell. A witch doctor demon shows up. And not just one, but many. And they're all over the earth right now. All over. They're in Nepal. Yeah, I got video of them killing goats and sacrificing children, but you can't see the sacrifice on video, but you can see the sacrifice of goats. And then you hear about the police relationship of finding dead bodies of little children who have been missing and been used in sacrifice. That's a holy place. It's a very holy place. I can show you documented reality of the history of the Dalai Lama and the history of Tibet. And they are most commonly known for doing this. When a new monastery is built, a baby is sacrificed at the steps, just like that witch doctor just said, in order to empower you, in order to give you a greater power. When you're a witch, and if you study Tibetan Buddhism, you'll find out, I, Milarepa, told everybody that these are witch doctors, all witch doctors, and they're out to destroy everyone. They're teaching people how to do it behind the scene and destroy people's lives, destroy their souls, possess them, control them, become lunar lords. Then they reincarnate and they become very powerful people in charge of countries. Yeah, they work themselves up the ladder. They elementally control stones and souls and other things, but then they get elected as a president or something. And you're wondering, how is it possible that witchcraft and dark forces, Satan and evil, could be present today on earth and we're amongst it?